Good morning, guys, and I'm in terribly wind-swept, storm-battered central England. Yeah, I can't make it sound as exciting as they do on the television. It's, what time is it? 8:56, and it's Monday, and apparently St. Jude, is it St. Jude or is it just Jude? I don't know. A weather system is about to batter where I am, so I thought I'd come out and share the battering with you. The thing is, I think most of it kind of passed from about 4 o'clock in the morning. I was woken because I could hear the wind and the rain. And my first thought actually was for our little willow. Our little willow, there we are. Which is still standing perfectly by its newly formed pond. And this storm, do you know millions of people have taken out better insurance? Because apparently insurance sometimes won't pay up for acts of God or acts of war. And as the UK was pink at the Harp, whatever it is, facility, meaning severe weather, it would appear to me that what we perceive as acts of God are actually acts of war now. Yeah. So you wonder to yourself, well, why would anybody want to do something like this to us? Well, the thing is, if you don't know that it's there, there's the sun. Come on, baby, you can do it. See, how are we ever meant to get fucking hormone D? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I want to get up a great big ladder and really just sweep it all away. Yeah, the thing is, there are people who know whether these storms are manifested by the universe, the multiverse, interplanetary close flybys, exploding comets, planets that don't exist and are given 5 different names just to confuse us. The thing is, there are people who know that this is now about right, where do you want your storm, where do you want your devastation, where are insurance companies a little bit short on money? Well, let's because there's a lot of things here that kind of get me, and you know, I'm just a great granny, guys, you know, product of our education system and everything. I'm not really good at sussing stuff out for myself, but I was thinking, you know, it used to be a storm almost came without warning. Well, that's what we were led to believe anyway. But I happen to know that our ancestors knew quite well when storms were coming. You know, they could tell by using things like acorns and pine cones and looking at flowers and observing animals. But we don't do that anymore, no. We've lost that ability because we don't believe in it. We actually believe in the weathermen, and we believe in what we're told. But the thing is, these storms, seriously, you'd know they were coming sort of maybe half an hour before they reached you. I mean, you might pick up certain things like you know, the colour of the clouds, the feel of the air, because people could detect these things. People could actually use their bodies, just like animals do, to actually detect when something is going wrong. Because when there are storms, you don't see a lot of devastation to animal life unless those animals are domesticated, like cows and sheep and llamas and alpacas and maybe the occasional ducks. So, but we don't actually use that system anymore. I mean, for goodness sake, why rely on your senses when you've got weathermen and Harp? So the thing is, I first heard about this storm probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Might have been Wednesday. I'm not very good with days, but I know it was a while ago. And about, you know, how it was going to come from America and go careering across the ocean, and then it would pick up some more stuff from the Caribbean, which would all collide together and come and land here. And you know, the thing is, they've been tracking it and they've got it almost perfectly right. You know, that sounds like inside information from God, if you ask me. Because it didn't used to be that, you know, you'd be sitting here in England and saying, should we go to the coast next Thursday, dear? Oh, I don't think so. There may be a storm next Thursday. How do you know that, darling? It's, you know, over a week away. Oh, well, I just do. You know, if you wanted to go out for the day, you hope and you plan and you open the curtains on the morning and you either say, yippee-yi-yay, we can go, or sorry kids, it's off. And the other thing about this water's actually icy cold. So if this has come from the hot Caribbean, I'm surprised. But you know, maybe we'll see some Caribbean influence in this water. But do you understand? England has you know, the most changeable climate. Really, we can have 4 seasons in one day. You can wake up to snow, and then you can have kind of sunshine by mid-morning. Then you can have winds in the afternoon, and then you can see a glorious sunset. Mustafa says in his country, Tehran, which is called the country of 4 seasons, they refer to England as the country that has 4 seasons in one day. So our weather has always been very kind of changeable and not really that easy to predict. But I suppose it gets easier with things like Harp. In fact, you just plan it. So I'm kind of wondering to myself, what is this all about? Because Harp is really a weapon of mass destruction, I believe. And I mean, how those people can sit there and then see what they're doing to, you know, their fellow human beings. I don't know, it's beyond me. But maybe I've got it all wrong. And maybe they've dumped the weather here to prevent some other country getting it worse, which is fine. But I don't think they are, do you? Still some beautiful red leaves. I mean, the thing is, we've had this storm. Yes, it's raining, but this is England. It rains, guys. You know, there'll be people getting up this morning. It'll be, oh my God, the storm's coming. Quick, quick. When they see the rain. And the thing is, they've been seeing the rain their entire life. But we're now in a situation of, if you feel your brain clicking on to make a decision by yourself, don't do it, don't do it. You don't need to do that anymore. All decisions are made for you, as is weather. Look at that little, can you see that? I just love things like that. It's like, do-do-do-do, there's a storm coming. I'm going to find somewhere to hide. I'll go under here. I think I got something stuck on my toe. Hang on a moment. Yes, indeed, I did have. Off you go. There's a little acorn trying to hide itself. Shelter from the storm. I'll go under this toe. So, but I do kind of wonder, guys. You know, isn't that beautiful, actually? The colours of that. You haven't got the vibrant reds in, but it's still wonderful. I do wonder if this is all to do with the fact that Cameron never managed to shove his hand up Obama's rectum and go into Syria. You know, because Cameron was so pissed off about it. He's storming about now like a spoilt child. But I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play. I'm the bloody Prime Minister. I can do what the fucking hell I like. He forgets he's a servant. Terrible, isn't it, when the staff, the hired help, don't behave. Wouldn't happen in Downton Abbey, which I believe is a great big, whatever it is. Yeah, the only reason I know about Downton Abbey is because Faye came to me the other night. Honey! Honey! Good girl. Yeah, Faye came to me the other night because we decided to share a bottle of wine and watch X Factor and just see how it was, you know, because both of us feel that X Factor, really, the stage is the new Colosseum, and Simon Cowell, or whoever that other one is on the UK one now, I forget, he's off some old boy band anyway, they are the new Caesar, and we have the humiliation and the degradation and the smashing of dreams, hopes and ambitions of all these young people. That bird said, I'm going on Robin X Factor and I'm going to sing my heart out. It's a yes. Excuse my chest, guys, but you know. Anyway, it was heartbreaking to watch it. I've never seen anything so, you know, they get all the audience involved and it's like they're the ones sitting in these rows and rows of public viewing areas, you know, and they stick their thumbs up or their thumbs down and they're now called the fifth judge. So that gives everybody who is watching this belief that they are all powerful over the lives, hopes, ambitions and dreams of these people. And we have to go into heartbreak, sob stories, anything. Give me a chance, I'm just a poor Christian. Don't give me to the lions, you know. I don't know if Jesus really did turn bread and water into, you know, a fillet of beef Wellington and a very nice Merlot. I have no idea. It's just so bloody sad, you know what I mean? And you see them going, I'm doing this for my little girl. I'm doing this. And when they say to people, can you explain what this means? This means my world to me. This is my life. Without it, I'm nothing. And they're giving all that power to the powerless, which is you and I, so we believe, who sit there and shout, off with their heads. Throw them to the lions. Nail their heads to a post so that others can see. It's horrible. So I'm glad I don't want to watch a lot of television. Although I had a talk with Kate the other day, I went for breakfast with Kate on Saturday, and Asha, our friend, was there, and we were having a good old talk about how it is good sometimes to turn it on and to see it in a detached way. You know, don't kind of get sucked in a bit like that snake which was in Jungle Book. Trust in me, just in me, close your eyes. You know, because that's what it does to you. But if you can actually sit and watch it with your brain and heart engaged, you will see an awful lot. You know, things don't change. We think we've progressed since the Roman era and the Roman Empire, where poor, helpless, the meek, the mild, the defenceless were actually thrown to the lions or the gladiators for our amusement. Well, it's all happening Saturday night, ITV, on your local telly, guys. Yeah, it is. What a world, what a world, what a world. But you know, I love English weather. I really do. I love the fact that it can be great one minute, horrible the next, and you never really know which it's going to be, unless you are an insurance company in need of extra money. Yeah, or you work at Harp, or you've got a direct line with God, because apparently these are all kind of acts of God and acts of no, they're not acts of war, are they? No. I bet Blair thinks, oh gosh, Obama's set this up so that it's the path of St. Jude is directly in line with my house at Chequers. Oh dear, oh dear. Never mind, he's got about another 10. Unlike the rest of us, of course. Anyway, I'm going to go because I want to go home and have some breakfast. So, from a rather a bit of an anticlimax here, isn't it, really? Because we were expecting something a bit special. But maybe it's yet to come. Maybe it's yet to come. I did watch a TV station before I came out, and it said that the worst winds had gone, 99-mile-an-hour winds, but there were others following, and we were going to have this kind of double whammy. So, if God decides to send another one our way, hopefully I'll catch it. If Harp intend to, I'll come out at the precise time they say it's going to land. Yes, it'll be there at 3:30 this afternoon, coming in from the west. Yep. And at least I did get a glimpse of the sun. Right, so from where am I? England. From England. Yes, I'm in England, and I live in Warwickshire, which is like south central England. Hey, Abby! Bye. Come on. Which is south central England. I'm going. So from Honey and Abby. Abby, come on. All right. It's goodbye. Oh, I forgot to say keep looking up, didn't I? If you see like a big pink ray thing, that apparently is Harp saying it's going to land on you. And if you see the sun, tell it I'm looking for it. And remember to enjoy life, live it. I mean, just because these people say, you know, there'll be millions of people who since Thursday have been renewing their insurance or getting further insurance. Oh. Hey ho, it's time to go. Bye. Dun 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 dun.